Good. All right. So slide my little chair back. And if you would, just find someplace comfortable to be. And I'm glad you could make it. So let's all feel down through the parts of the body in contact with the mat or the chair or wherever you are. And I've got my feet planted firmly on the floor here. Noticing my connection with this chair that I'm sitting in. So let's all take a deep breath in and open the mouth and let it go. And that second deep breath. Just noticing. Nowhere to go and nothing to do. Just breathing. Keeping in mind as we practice that less is more. Breathing into the belly. I notice that when I'm nervous or anxious, I'm breathing into the upper chest. Breathing into the belly is very calming. Keeping the face relaxed. Now moving to the three-part breath, taking the inhale into the the belly, the middle chest, and the upper chest. Allow the exhale to be a little bit longer than the inhale. And that tightness in the throat, that Ujjayi breath. And gently opening the eyes if the eyes are closed. Some gentle movement here to begin. Moving back to the mat. Good, all right. So lift up tall in your seated posture. With the shoulders back, chin comes in, top of the head reaches. Good. Bring the hands out to the side with the fingertips down on the floor. Staying tall, turn the palms to the ceiling, inhale, and allow the hands to rise up. Coming together with the hands, And exhale, reaching wide as the hands come down. Inhaling, lifting, reaching, exhale and lower. And one more time, taking the hands to the ceiling and exhale. Inhale and lift those shoulders up toward the ears, and then take the shoulders forward and down. Draw the shoulders back, press the heart toward the front of the mat, lifting the shoulders back to the ears, exhaling forward and down. Inhaling and lift. Exhale and lower. One more this direction. Moving the other direction, taking the shoulders forward and up, back and down. Again, inhaling up, exhaling down. Face is soft, neck is relaxed, big circles. One more. And when the shoulders are come to the back, just press the shoulder blades toward the center. Gently move the head. One more deep breath. Exhaling and release. Oh, yeah. And bring that right arm out in front, staying tall, draw it into the shoulder. And now inhale and let the hand rise up to the ceiling. Turning to gaze toward the lifted hand. Then turn the palm toward the front of the mat. Gently draw it up and back. Be nice to the neck here. And bring that hand back to the ceiling, palm turns in. Bring the left hand to the floor and slide it out, arcing left. Keeping the right shoulder back, gently moving the left shoulder toward the front of the mat. Don't forget to breathe. And turn the gaze down toward the left hand on the floor, still keeping the right shoulder back. Bringing the gaze back to the ceiling, bring the hand back up, root down, reach high, and exhale the right arm down, and gently move that right arm and that right shoulder. Deep breaths in and out. And now extend the left arm in front, drawing it in, reaching forward, and as you inhale, the left hand rises, gaze lifts, palm turns forward, reaching up and back. Bringing the hand back to the ceiling, turn the palm to the right or in, and right hand slides out. Rooting down now through this left sits bone as you reach out to the right. Good. Turn the gaze down toward the right hand on the floor. Lifting the gaze back to the hand. Bring that left hand back to the ceiling. Reaching and exhale, release. Yes. Let's do some circles. So take the body forward and then move it to the right, exhaling, rounding back. Inhaling to the left and up. Exhaling to the right and back. And take those circles the other direction. One more. And when you come to the back, just round back, hands to the knees, chin toward the chest. Release the arms, just relax the arms. On your next inhale, gently lift up. Draw the shoulders back and down, take the gaze to the ceiling. Then exhaling, rounding back. Inhaling, coming up, gaze lifts. Exhaling round. And inhaling up. And now coming back to that upright seat. Take that deep breath in. And exhale. Bring the left hand across, right hand behind, lifting, and as you exhale, twist looking over the right shoulder. Inhaling, coming back to center, and now that gentle twist to the left. Make it gentle. Inhaling, coming back to center, and now twisting to the right with that right arm extended if you choose. Exhaling, coming to front, and extended twist now to the left. Stay tall, reaching back. Inhaling, coming back to the front. Good. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Bring the arms wide, palms down toward the floor, and then turn the fingers up toward the ceiling. And now stay strong in the arms as you press out through the heels of the hands. Keep the neck relaxed, arms are strong. Palms turn down toward the floor, fingers together to the thumbs or fists, and then turn those fingers or those knuckles down toward the floor. Still strong through the arms, pressing through the tops of the wrists. Good. Open the hands wide. And now bring the left arm across and the right hand under to the left shoulder, gently drawing that arm toward the chest. Inhaling, coming wide, and now the right arm across, left hand under to the right shoulder. Inhaling, coming wide. Strong, reaching out through the fingers. Stay tall here. One more breath. And exhaling, bring the hands down. Wow. Bring the hands out in front, interlace the fingers, and press the palms toward the front of the mat. On your next inhale, bring the shoulders back and allow the hands to rise up. Exhaling, chin toward the chest, pressing forward. Inhaling, shoulders back, lifting the hands. Exhaling round. And one more time, draw those shoulders back, And lift the hands, pressing up to the ceiling. Take the gaze straight ahead. And now draw the arms back. Exhaling round. And turn the palms toward you. Release. Yeah, the fingers and wrists. Ragdoll the wrists. Roll the wrists. Move the fingers. Yes. Bring the right elbow to the ceiling next to the head and bring the left hand over the head. Or if you can choose, you can come into cow face with that left hand behind, interlocking the fingers. Reaching back with the right hand to the upper spine. Exhaling. Release on the right side, bring the left elbow to the ceiling, right hand comes over, reaching back with the left hand. And exhaling, release. Good. Lift up tall and turn the heart toward the right knee. Exhale and fold over the right knee. All of this is gentle, just moving into sensation. Inhaling up and now toward the left knee, folding to the left. Inhaling, coming up. Bring the hands behind the hips and just allow the head to fall back. Fingers point to the front of the mat. Head falls back. Legs release and relax. Pressing into the mat with the hands. And if you choose, you can gently lift the hips off of the mat. And as you exhale, bring the hips back down, coming back to that upright seat. Take that deep breath in and exhale. Good. Come over onto all fours. Coming into table. Spread those fingers. Open those thumbs wide. Moving cat-cow. Inhaling, lifting the gaze, bringing the elbows in toward the center of the mat. Exhale, round, and then move the hips back with a little bit of space between the thighs. Bring the elbows down, gently come forward. And now lift back up, gazing straight ahead. Exhale, rounding, and the hips move back. 3 more, coming forward and up. Exhaling, rounding and back. Last one. And coming up to that table, to your table, bring the Knees back in under the hips. That breath. As you exhale, move the hips and the ribs to the left and take the gaze past the right shoulder toward the back of the mat. Inhaling, come to center, and now bring the hips to the right, gazing past the left shoulder. Coming to center, hips left, gaze right. Exhaling, hips right, gaze left. And coming back to center. Okay, let's do some circles. Take the body to the right, move it back, move those hips back, let the head drop toward the mat. And as you inhale, take the body to the left, coming forward and up, finding a little stretch in the wrists, exhaling to the right and back. That Ujjayi breath. And go the other direction, coming to the right and up. Gaze lifts, exhaling to the left and back. Head drips down toward the mat. One more big circle. And when the hips are back toward the heels, just rest the hips back there. Bring the elbows down, cross the arms, bring the head to the crossed arms. Just breathing and noticing. Walk the hands up toward the front of the mat. Allow the head to drop down toward the mat between the arms. Elbows are lifted. Arms are strong. Fingers spread wide. Walk the hands off the mat to the right side or to the edge of the mat. Bring the left hand onto the right hand and allow the head to move toward the right knee. Bring the hands to center and off the mat to the left. Right hand on left. Settling a little bit lower with each exhale. And now bring the hands back to center, still reaching toward the front of the mat. As you inhale, come forward and up. Bring the shoulder blades onto the back. Come into your knee plank. Let the hips drop. Exhaling, take those hips back toward the heels. Inhaling, coming forward and up. Knee plank, shoulder blades on the back. Exhaling, hips come back. Inhaling, coming forward. Good. Find that straight line, top of the head to the knees. Now bend the elbows, lower, part way, press back up and lower, keeping those elbows in tight to the body, pressing back up and lower and press back up. And move the hips back toward the heels. Good. One more time as you exhale, allowing the head to move down toward the mat. Bring the elbows down behind the wrists, in line with the wrists. Interlace the fingers. And now curl the toes and just gently lift the hips up into dolphin. Good. Pressing the heart back toward the bent knees. And then gently press one foot, one heel toward the back of the mat and the other heel toward the back of the mat. Into your dolphin. Take one more deep breath. And now bring both knees down. Open the knees, bring the hips back toward the heels, bring the arms in, and the hands can be down by the feet with the head resting on a block or on the mat. Now gently come up into your table. Extend the right leg, toes down on the mat. And allow the right hip to release. And then press back through the right heel. Lift the right foot hip height, extend the left arm. Good. Strong here in your bird dog, awkward pose. Good. Bend the lifted knee, reach back to the hand with the hand to the foot. And then gently lift the foot toward the ceiling. Keep the gaze straight down. Release the foot, extend the arm and the hand. Pressing back through the heel. And then bring the hand and the knee down. Take those hips back toward the heels into your resting pose. And now coming back to table. Extend the left leg, toes on the mat. Strong through that extended leg. Lifting that left leg hip height, extending the right arm. Yeah, okay. Feel that bandha, that tightness in the belly. Uddiyana Bandha. Bending the knee, reaching back with the right hand, gently lifting the foot toward the ceiling as you kick the foot away. Release, extend the arm, pressing back through the heel. And exhaling the hand and the knee down, coming back to your resting pose. Coming back up into the table. And extend the right arm out to the side and inhale and open to the right. Exhaling the right hand down and under. Reaching through, thread the needle. Right side of the head to the back. Gently lifting the gaze toward the ceiling. Bring the left hand back under the shoulder, coming back up, extending and opening to the right. Exhaling that right hand down, take that breath in table. Move gently. And then extend the left arm and now lift that left arm to the ceiling, opening to the left. And exhaling the left hand down and under, reaching through. Bringing the right hand where you want it to be, lifting the gaze. Bring the right hand back in under the shoulder, lifting, reaching to the left, lifting the left hand to the ceiling. Exhaling, bring the left hand down. Ah, yes. Bring the right foot to the top of the mat. Coming into a low lunge. Coming up onto fingertips back by the heel of that right foot, next to the heel. Lifting the gaze here as the hips settle. Inhale the hands to the knee. Draw the shoulders back. And now lift the hands to the ceiling, crescent lunge. And the hands in prayer to the heart. Left elbow across. For a twist. Lift that right elbow to the ceiling. Relax the shoulders. Bring the hands back to center, down to the mat, and then straighten the right leg. Press the toes down into the mat. Draw the right hip back. Bring the belly onto that right thigh. Spider fingers here. Flex the right foot. Keep that little bend in the knee. And coming back forward into low lunge. Again, fingertips, lifting the gaze. And now bring the right knee and the right foot back beside the left. Take a breath, come to your resting pose if you choose. Moving gently if you're in table. And bring the left foot to the top of the mat. Stepping it up there. Coming on to fingertips. Allowing those hips to settle and lifting the gaze. Shoulder blades onto the back. Bring the hands to the knee. Stay low. And crescent lunge. Hands to the heart. Right elbow across. Left elbow lifts. For a twist. Hands to center. Down to the mat. And then straighten that left leg, pressing the toes down. Feeling the belly on the thigh. Throwing the left hip back. And flex the foot. And now coming back forward. Find that low lunge, fingertips, gaze lifts, hips settle. And then bring the left foot and the left knee back beside the right. And come down to your resting pose. Lifting back to table, curl the toes into downward dog. Ah, yes, okay. Work the heels. Bend the knees deeply, almost all the way down to the mat, pushing back through the hands, strong here. Then we'll press with the toes, the front of the feet to lift the heel, the hips. Exhaling, lower those knees. Inhaling, lifting up. Exhale, lower. And lift the hips to the ceiling. Step the feet toward the hands. Inhale, come to half lift. Spread those toes. Press the belly toward the mat. Exhale into forward fold. And then press into the mat and round up gently. Let the arms hang. Head is the last to come up. Inhale and take the arms wide and up. Exhale into mountain pose. Inhale the hands up. Bring the right hand down, arc to your right. Keeping that left shoulder back. Reaching to the right. Inhaling the right hand up. Exhale, arcing left. And inhale up. Exhale, arms wide, palms turn up, twisting right. Inhale up. Exhale, twisting left. And inhale up. Hands to the heart. Hinge. Forward fold. Press, lifting the hips. And then bend the knees. Inhale the hands out in front. Press into the mat coming up. Exhale the hands back. Inhale the gaze straight ahead, keeping the arms back. Exhale, mountain pose. Oh yes. Yoga flop. Step wide on your mat. So you're in a comfortably wide stance now. And the heels are pressing out toward the ends of the mat. Bring the hands to the hips. Elbows to the rear. And now exhale into that wide-legged forward fold. Yeah. Let it feel okay. Let it actually feel good here. Bring the hands down to the outsides of the legs, outsides of the ankles, the floor under your face. And then the head releases toward the mat. Top of the head toward the mat, gazing back between the wide legs. Again, the heels are pressed out. Bend the right knee and take the hips gently toward the right, to the right. And straighten the right leg, bend the left knee, take the hips gently over to the left. Top of the head is still down toward the mat. Now bring the hips back to the ceiling, releasing the top of the head down. Bring the hands to the big toes, the fingers to the big toes. Take the hands over toward the right foot. You can take the bind here if you choose. Left hand grasps above the ankle, and the right hand comes behind the leg, grasps the wrists with the fingers pointed toward the floor. And then release, bring the hands to center and over to the left. Take the bind if you choose. And release, bring the hands to center and into a wide-legged down dog. So walk the hands away. Let the head drop down between the arms, keeping the feet flat on the mat. Knees slightly bent. Walking the hands back under the face. Bring the hands to the hips, elbows to the ceiling. Press the belly down for the long spine, and then inhale and come up. Press the thumbs into the hip bones and allow the head to just fall back, pressing the hips forward. And inhale up. Ah, yes. One more thing here. Turn the heels in. So spin those heels inward. And then bend the knees. Gently roll the hips under. Stay tall through the body. And then come into goddess. Lifting the arms into cactus arms. Straighten the legs and straighten the arms. 5-pointed star as you gaze up to the ceiling. Bending the knees, bending the elbows into goddess. Keep the elbows lifted and back. No sway back here. So the hips are still rolled under. The shoulders down. Now lift into 5-pointed star. Bring the hands to the hips. And you can turn the toes closest to the top of the mat toward the front of the mat. And then just step to the front of the mat. Yeah, good. Find your spot on the floor, hands on the hips. Bring the weight to the left foot and just lift the right knee. And straighten the right leg. Circle the toes. And bring the right foot down. Good. Take a breath. Weight to the right foot. Lift the left knee. Straighten the leg. Circle the toes. And bring the left foot down. Mounted pose. Inhale the hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. And exhale back into plank. Bring the knees down if you choose. Inhale here. And then exhale and lower. And we'll take a couple of breaths in cobra, pressing the tops of the feet into the mat, lifting the head, upper chest. Good. Exhaling, press up into table. And bring the feet around to the front. Good. Bring the feet about halfway in. Come to your balance. And whatever Navasana you want to do, whatever boat pose you want to do, is fine. Put the feet down and come to your cobbler pose. Breathe into the hips, allowing those knees to settle with each exhale. And then move the feet away, coming forward into butterfly. Head settles toward the feet. Inhale, coming up. Bringing the feet up. Feet are hip width apart. You don't, if you have shoulder issues, you can sit this one out. But we're going to either move into reverse table, bringing the hips forward and up. Or if you choose, you can straighten the legs and lift into reverse plank. Exhaling, bring the hips down. Good. Bring the right knee into the chest. Hug it in. Flex that right foot. Extend the right leg, keeping it lifted. Stay tall, pressing the belly toward the front of the mat. Right leg down and bring the left knee into the chest. Hug it in. Extending the left leg. Strong here. And then bring the left foot down. And bend those knees, bring the hands behind the knees and gently come down to your back. Ah, yes. Extend the legs, take a deep breath in as you turn the palms to the ceiling. And exhale. Good. Bring the right knee into the chest, hug it in. And take it over toward the right shoulder. And then bring the right foot down, extend the right leg, bring the left knee into the chest. Over toward the left shoulder. And bring the left foot down, bring the right foot in beside the left, and bring the left foot onto the right knee. So we're going to reach through here for figure four. So coming into your figure four, take 3 long, deep breaths. Good. Release that side and bring the right ankle onto the left knee and come into figure four. Bring the left foot down, release that foot, bring both knees into the chest, gently rock. Both feet come down to the mat, mat width, hip width, ankles and knees together, whatever feels good, and then take the knees out to the right, gaze to the left. Knees to the ceiling, knees left, gaze right. Knees to the ceiling, Legs long, arms behind, full body stretch as you inhale deeply. Exhaling into your resting pose, into Savasana. And just let it all go. Gentle movements, little movements, fingers and toes. Bend the knees. Good stretch. And when you're ready, you can come up. Thank you all for practicing this morning. And thanks to those who donated to Veterans Yoga Project. We certainly appreciate that. So have a great week. We'll hopefully see several of you or all of you either in person or online on Friday for the church class. Namaste.
Namaste. Thanks, Rick.
You are welcome. Very much so.